Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 5 in the NFL. We're talking right now with Josh Wiz from VegasKillers.com, who nailed both the side and the total in Philly, San Francisco last week with us for free in a video. Both were close, but most of these bets in the NFL wind up being close. Josh Wiz from VegasKillers.com. Thanks for being back with us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, I'm glad we're gonna have you to analyze this game. A lot of tough lines this week, and this is one of those games, Chicago, Carolina. So before we get to your opinions on this game and these lines, tell us what you're all about, what you do at VegasKillers.com, and how you're doing this football season.
Yeah, Wiz Sports on there. Last week on our video, I said I was going to have a huge weekend, college and NFL football. I went 5-2 Saturday and 5-2 Sunday.
Wow. Gained
11 units. So, I mean, I said huge weekend. You said you expected just a big weekend. I'll call it big.
No,
it was nice.
Yeah, that's like bordering on huge, closer to huge than just pretty big. So congratulations, man, on an awesome weekend. So how do you think you're going to do this upcoming weekend in football? Pretty shitty or good again?
Hoping for keep the roller coaster going up and not go back down.
Another huge weekend you're expecting?
I'll call it a big weekend.
A big weekend. All right. It'll be interesting to see what you have to tell us about Carolina, Chicago, because this is one of the most controversial line sets of the card, even though there's a lot of them. Right now, Carolina's a 2.5 or 3-point home favorite. The total's all over the place. 45.5, 46, and 46.5 are all widely available. And we know the factors here, right? Carolina's been blown out 2 weeks in a row. Their defense has given up close to 40 points in both those games. And the question is, first of all, is Cam Newton close to 100%? If so, is he likely to bounce back, and is Carolina likely to bounce back on defense? If they are, then you figure that Chicago's kind of a wounded team, that they can probably get a relatively easy cover of just a field goal. If not, then you got to figure another ATS loss is in the cards for Carolina. What do you think, Josh Wiz?
I like Carolina this week.
All right.
Jermon Bushrod just hurt his knee yesterday in practice, left tackle for the Bears. I think that's going to be a big loss for this week. Carolina's D hasn't been performing very well, but I'll tell you what, when they're pissed off, I wouldn't want to have my left tackle sitting on the sideline. Some things for the Bears. Jared Allen last week had pneumonia, lost 18 pounds. He might probably going to play this week, but how effective is it going to be? And then Matt Slauson comes back for the Bears. He's more of a run blocker. We'll see if they can get their run game going against Carolina. Question mark for Carolina, though. Jonathan Stewart might be back. If not, it's Aaron Reeves at the helm all day. No one knows much about him. Didn't look too effective last week. Like you said, Cam Newton, that ankle doesn't look too good. So a lot of question marks, but I think the Panthers can cover the 2.5. I'd even take them at 3 and expect a push at worst at 3.
All right, well, I'll tell you, I'm basically even on the Panthers' troubles because I was big on Pittsburgh 2 weeks ago, but then I was big on Carolina last week against Baltimore. So I'm 1-1 here, and I think the biggest question of all, look, Carolina's defense is pretty decent. They'll bounce back. The biggest question mark of all, I think, is Cam Newton. How much is he hobbled? And if he is hobbled, how much is that limiting him? And obviously, that doesn't worry you here.
Yeah, it's a worry. I think the Panthers' offense will do enough to get by with the cover here. I like the under, but I'm afraid to take it because you never know if this turns into a shootout. The way Carolina's D's looked and the Bears' defense is what it is. So if the Bears can get a couple quick touchdowns, or the Panthers, then it forces the other team to start throwing. It could get ugly. So I'm going to stay away from that total. And I like the Panthers -2.5, even at -3.
Well, Josh Wiz is worried about Cam Newton, but that's not enough to push him off Carolina. Right now, 2.5, of course, is a widely available number, so that's his recommended play in Panthers Bears. Carolina -2.5. Thanks, Josh.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.